Everybody, welcome to Disturbing Kreationz, back with the Ranger Teardown playlist. And let's say that you, on your dash, that one of your gauges isn't working. Let's say your RPM gauge isn't working to help you tell when to shift, or your fuel isn't working. You know, you got a full fuel tank. It's not the float in the trunk, it's a actual gauge. Or the lights aren't working. Well, all those problems, you either got to switch it or take it out, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, we are down to the gauge because we already took out the dash panel here, and the dash panel is a pretty big job in itself because I had to take out the bottom plastic, the metal sheet, then the dash cover just to get to the gauge. Now, if you want to see all that stuff, go to the Ranger, Ford Ranger body and chassis playlist, and I will go down through each single piece, bang, 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 and it will walk you right through. Now, if you already know how to get like maybe just a couple of those pieces off, just hit the videos that you need, and let's get right into this. So now that everything's cleared out and we've already watched all those videos and got to this point, you're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, and mine are 7mm. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those out. I'm gonna pull the dash out a little bit. There's a lot of connections in the back of this. So we're gonna make sure to do that correctly, and I'm gonna show you how to do those correctly so that you can get the dash back in without having any pin breaks or problems, or put a new dash in. So let me get a little work done. All right, so I pulled the dash forward after those bolts and there was no problem, but you see all these little white things here? These? And these black ones and this red one, these are all lights in your dash. So say you have a check engine light. This is just a little trick and you don't want it to be on anymore. You can just pop the bulb out and the check engine light will never come on, or the whatever light you don't want to be. But if you run the computer codes, the code's still going to come up. The light doesn't take it off. It just takes the annoying light off the top of this. Now, if you need to, I wouldn't take this out and the wiring out if you're just changing bulbs, but we're not changing bulbs, we're selling this piece, so we're going to go ahead and get it. So we'll just push down and pull this clip out here. See that you just push down on this piece, there it is, there's one, and then there is another white one right here and another black one over there. So I'm going to flip it to this side to try to get, so I'm going to push it on that side, right? And then you can get to this stuff on this side over here. So I'm going to disconnect these last two, and then I'll pull it out and show you a little better version. Okay, so this is what it looks like without. And here's a good thing. So these two are the same size, but you can't get them mixed up because you see the push is kind of closer to the middle here, and then this one is all the way on the passenger side if you're looking at it, and this one's kind of in the middle. And then this one is just so much larger that it won't fit in. So you can't mess these up. You know, I think Ford did that on purpose like that. I'm a huge Ford fan. I was when I was young, but I don't know. I find a lot of faults, but this is good kind of stuff. You know, good engineering to make these all different. And then this is what the piece looks like when it comes out. You know, and then here on the back is what I was showing you. So it'll go white piece, black piece, black piece, white piece, white piece. And then, like I was saying, like these are the major bulbs, the big ones, to light up the instrument panel, and then these are the mini. Okay, this is very important. I hope you waited till the end of the video for this. The black ones you can just twist and they'll just pull out and pull back in, and you can just twist them back in like that, but these ones you cannot. So you see that there's twists, and then there's these little baby tabs. There's a trick to get these out, and then they're a wee little tiny bulb. So this is what I do to get them out. I put the needle nose, so like this one won't come out, right? I put the needle nose on those little baby tabs, just like this. And I squeeze it just a little bit, and that allows me to turn it, and then it'll pull right out. See it? If you don't squeeze those little tabs, you will break it. It won't set right. It won't go back in. You ruin it, and then you have to buy it again. But to put it back in, you just do it. You can just do it by hand, and it won't come back. Now it's locked in again, you know. But don't break those little tabs because you need those, or this might fall out, and you put the light back in. So that's your gauge right there. At this time, you can also take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts out, and disconnect the top panel from the computerized back piece. And if you want to change the color of your gauges, some people buy like a card that slides in there and it's like white or glow in the dark or something, or red to match the car. This one's just OEM. I'm not going to open it up, but if you needed to, that's how you could do it at that time. So if you guys like this kind of Ranger stuff, tearing apart quick videos, all these Ranger videos are just going to be quick. Boom, boom, boom.